Hi, my name is Andrew Brooks. I'm 29 years old. I'm from San Angelo, Texas. I'm going to talk to you today about why we should oppose the codification or making into law the I'm going to talk about what the Fairness Doctrine is, who supports it, who opposes it, and why are the supporters wrong. What is the Fairness Doctrine? Well, the Fairness Doctrine is a policy that was established by the FCC in 1949 that required broadcast stations, whether it was television, radio, whatever the case may be, to air controversial topics that were important to the American public, and make sure that when they did so, they aired them in a way that was honest, equitable, and balanced on both sides of the issue. Seems like a fair assessment, right? Well, for whatever reason, in 1987, that decision was repealed by the FCC, and that policy was abolished. They decided that the Fairness Doctrine was no longer in the best interests of the American public, and it was unnecessary. That wasn't good enough. In 1987, the House and the Senate passed a bill attempting to codify the Fairness Doctrine into law. President Reagan vetoed it. He said, no, we're not going to do this. The FCC has already repealed this decision. They've already abolished the policy. There is no point. They said in their own words, it does not serve the public's best interest. So why in the world would the United States Congress attempt to pass a law saying the same thing or trying to institute the same thing? Who supports the Fairness Doctrine? So we know what it is, and we know what they were doing with it. They were trying to regulate what was shown or heard in different broadcasting media. Okay? But who supports it? Well, the Speaker for the United States House of Representatives, Nancy Pelosi, is a supporter of reinstituting the Fairness Doctrine. An Associated Press release, Nancy Pelosi, who's the representative for most of San Francisco, California. She represents a majority of one of the largest cities in the United States. She told reporters that her fellow Democratic representatives did not want to forbid introduction of the Fairness Doctrine. When asked by John Giese of the Human Events, do you personally support revival of the Fairness Doctrine? Nancy Pelosi admittedly said, yes, I do. Former President Bill Clinton supports reinstituting the Fairness Doctrine. In a recent appearance on the Mario Solis Marriage Show, radio show, Bill Clinton said that we should either have the Fairness Doctrine or there should be more balance on the other side. Now the question arises, what is the other side? What other side is he looking at? And he cites the blatant drumbeat of conservative talk shows like Rush Limbaugh, Sean Hannity, Bill Bennett, Bill O'Reilly, things like that. The blatant drumbeat against Democratic Party initiatives. An example of that would be the most recent economic stimulus package. So he feels that we should either have the Fairness Doctrine to silence this blatant drumbeat, or we should have more representation from the other side. Well, oddly enough, another supporter of bringing back the Fairness Doctrine as a law is Al Franken. Al Franken's an actor turned radio host for a program called Air America. Now, Air America was the antithesis of Rush Limbaugh, Sean Hannity, the conservative talk shows. Air America aired more of the liberal views. And Air America failed. Air America didn't fail because they didn't have the opportunity to show their views on television and radio. They failed because they didn't get the ratings. There was not an interest or a public interest that could propel them and keep them in business. Kind of makes you wonder, why do these people support it? Before I answer that, let me talk about who does support it, or excuse me, who opposes it. Who opposes codification of the Fairness Doctrine?